Dribbling is an important part of basketball, an important part of 2K, but if you can't do it right, your game can suffer majorly. So here are some of my dribbling tutorial moves sort of things. But first thing that you do not do, ever, is spin move. And when I say don't do a spin move, I mean it is very, oh, and by the way, I'm using Isaiah Thomas in this one. Isaiah Thomas from the Detroit Pistons Bad Boys team with Bill Cartwright and Joe Dumars. He's one of the best dribblers of all time, and I like his animations personally, so I'm gonna go with Isaiah Thomas. But yeah, the spin move has to go conditionally, unless you're playing My Park, a 3-on-3, or you're just on by one guy and there's no one in the paint. Do a spin move. But other than that, there's almost no reason for you to use the spin move. It is it has a very high turnover rate, and learn it from me. I've loved the spin move forever. I've been using it. I'm basically addicted to that half spin move that I just performed right there. But my game was really suffering. I was averaging like 4 turnovers a game, so definitely don't use the spin move. And next, sort of tip I have to give you guys is don't try to do too much out of a double cover. When you're getting double cover, sorry, I stuttered right there. When you're getting double covered, definitely do not try to do too much. Don't try to size up, especially don't try to spin. There's nothing that really you can do except pass it off. If you're playing a 5-on-5 game and there's 2 guys on you, there's going to be a guy wide open, so pass it to him. Find an open guy rather than trying to break free with the spin move or a size up, because if that breaks free, that'll break free of one person and you're still stuck with coverage. I don't know. I personally just say don't try to get rid of it. Especially if you're like 75 or below overall, which no one really is. But unless you have the best dribbling handles in 2K, then I don't think that's what you should be doing. I don't think you should try to break free. And next is a simple size up. Joe Dumars' size up move, not Joe Dumars. Isaiah Thomas' size up move is very complicated, as you guys have seen, and it has many different mechanics and crossovers to it. And there's definitely ways that you can, like that. This is the size up. There's definitely ways that you can modify a size up. Whether if you want to take out that last dribble with a step back, just step back at the end. But overall, sometimes it's way too complicated for a certain player. If you have like the 65 overall playmaker stat, and you're just trying to go behind your back and crap on your size up move, definitely don't do that. Pick a more simple size up, and while you work your way up on the playmaker, sort of, how do I call that? The playmaker attribute. Then don't use anything. Oh my god, anything too big. And definitely when you're calling plays, dribble behind your back. It's something simple, just like a spin move thing. Definitely dribble behind your back whenever you're calling a play. Rather than dribbling right in front of you, where it's easy for the opponent to take the ball. That will limit turnovers big time. And yeah, you definitely just want to do your best to keep the ball away from the defense. My way of doing that would be behind your back, but you can do anything like hesitation just while you're calling plays, because calling plays are a key thing in NBA 2K that you basically have to do every single possession, unless it's like a fast break possession. But yeah, you definitely want to get that sort of way to keep the ball away from the other team. And one of my last tips is definitely get some size up moves, crossover moves, spin moves, even hesitation dribbles that suit you. There's different all dribble animations were definitely not created equally, and all shooting animations, every single animation was definitely not created equal. You want to choose one that is right for you. Like for me, I like Isaiah Thomas and Drew Holiday, and yeah, definitely go and there's many other ones up there like Kyrie, John Wall. I like Steph's kind of. And yeah, there's definitely many crossovers. You just have to experiment with them. I like all of them. But yeah, and definitely something you want to do is you definitely want to keep your dribble in a low posture. Which is, if you have my career, you definitely want to keep that low posture dribble, because you want to keep the ball under as much possession as you can without a big chance of without getting stole from. So yeah, that's just my little tip trick tutorial about dribbling.